BP Chief Operating Officer Mike Utsler met with city leaders and business owners in Gulf Shores today. He also met with the media,
including Fox 10 News reporter Hal Sherrick, who was there to find out what BP is doing to continue restoration of the Gulf and our economy.
This office in Gulf Shores is home to the BP Gulf Coast Restoration Organization. Formed in June of last year, all aspects of spill response and cleanup are handled through here. Each Gulf Coast state now has its own branch, and BP Chief Operating Officer Mike Utsler says this shows BP's long-term commitment to the cleanup.
We are then into the ongoing efforts of recovery and restoration, both economically and environmentally, and then collectively through our efforts of both response, recovery, and restoration is our part in supporting the overall efforts to rebuild the trust and confidence and reputation of the Gulf Coast.
Beaches along the coast are once again clean and inviting, but deep cleaning and tar mat removal along the shorelines continue. What residents and business owners like Mitch Kraft at Down Under Divers want to know is where's the money? Even with 18 years worth of business records and tax returns, he says BP has fallen way short on paying his claim.
A quarter to a third.
And your question would be what?
Just why, what's taking so long? What other information do they need? It's all right there in black and white for them.
Since Ken Feinberg is paid by BP to run the Gulf Coast Claims Facility, I asked Utsler to grade Feinberg's performance so far.
How would you grade the claims process and the job Mr. Feinberg's done in rebuilding that trust that you talk about?
Well, mine's not to grade Mr. Feinberg and his efforts. Jointly between BP and the administration, Mr. Feinberg and the GCCF organization was identified as the vehicle for trying to address individual and business claims. Mr. Feinberg and his organization is working to address all legitimate claims as per his charge and responsibility and to meet those expectations.
Regaining the trust of Gulf Coast residents is a top priority for BP. Aside from paying out claims more promptly, Kraft says he'd like BP to focus on getting more people to the coast.
In my opinion, they should prove it by showing people video of what's down there, not just tell them about it. Showing people the reports and stuff, and just instead of just saying they're clean, and then showing video.
One of your own, Ike Williams, is going to be featured in the next commercial, talking about the very specifics of his experiences and the ongoing efforts to recover.
And business owners who rely on tourists to make a living hope that marketing campaign and BP's continued efforts will bring more and more visitors to the beach. Reporting from Baldwin County, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
BP has also committed $500 million in grant money to be handed out over the next 10 years. That money will go toward multiple ongoing studies of the Gulf of Mexico and the oil spill's impact.